Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kaz Has. My name is Kazvon, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Total War Arena. This is a game that is currently in closed beta, and it is published by Sega, being developed by Creative Assembly, who make all the Total War games. So it's pretty much a Total War game, really. There's a lot of things about it that I think are pretty cool, especially for someone like me who is a sucker for the Total War games, but I'm terrible at them. And we'll go into that, but first, it is free to play, so when it does release, you will not be expected to actually shell out any cash for it, unless you want to get ahead. So I think it's worth mentioning that stuff first, really. It's not terrible, meaning this is what it costs, but you don't really have to do this at all. I've been playing for 20 hours. I have all the commanders that are currently available unlocked. They only cost 10,000 silver each. For the holidays, they gave everyone 50,000 silver, so if you didn't have them all unlocked, which only took me about like an hour to do, you could just unlock everything. What does kind of suck is, if you look how this is set up, is these are the barbarian commanders. These are the Roman Greek commanders. Yes? Leonidas? Greek? I don't remember. But anyway. I'm really bad at history. But if you look at these, each of these is an army, right? And you can look. This is an army. So for the barbarians, they only have, like, melee guys and scout guys. That's their that's basically what they do, is they're scouts. So for the Romans... Oh, man. That's another thing. With this UI, if you don't hit... I click this, and it changes to him. But if I go to army... it goes back to barbarian dude. The only reason they do that, as far as I can tell, is that when you don't own something, this is a silver amount for you to pay. So they have that button there for you to buy it, and that also makes... I don't know, it's annoying as hell. I do that all the time. Anyway, we will select him.
I am Caesar.
And go into his army. And we'll see that all the Romans, they share the same units. We have up to tier 3 unlocked for the Romans. We have Javeliniers. We have... these are premium guys, but all the premium guys you can only buy for gold. But their stats are not really... You know, hold on, we'll do this. You know, check this out. Like, this guy's upgraded, obviously, but... the only benefit of having a golden guy is that you don't have to pay to replenish your troops if they all die when you're playing the game. And we'll get into that, but it's not really a huge bonus, as far as I could tell. From most of the guys that I've seen, their main bonus is that they do less damage, but they're tankier, so they live longer. That's all I can really tell. But anyway, as I was saying, if I use, let's say I use Caesar to use these soldiers, and then I switch over to Germanicus,
through me, Rome
to use these soldiers,
greatness.
And then I switch over to Skippy,
For the good of Rome.
to use these soldiers. The soldiers themselves gain more XP than the commanders, and that works because the commanders all share the same XP pool. So, these particular units will gain butt tons of XP. Let's see if I can actually go back to the old ones. Hold on here. My Italian swordsmen have 1600 XP. And I can't do anything with it because they're fully upgraded. It's useless to me. The only way for me to make use of it is if I go, let's see, here, and I convert their XP. And to convert their XP from unit XP, which is right now, unit XP for that unit is useless because it's fully upgraded. Don't worry, because you can pay gold to convert unit XP into commander XP to level up your commander so you can use better units. But you have to pay real money. So that's dumb. You could also get better battle rewards if you pay money, but you know, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Freaking colors. So that's really dumb. But another really dumb thing is that you need silver to unlock the commanders. But you also need silver to buy items for your units. So if you don't have to use these aren't really that useful, but they're buffs. They buff your guys for 1 round. And you have to buy them every time if you want to use them. This particular unit, you can actually get barricades and build walls and stuff. That's dumb. Don't do that because it's useless on this actual setup that I have. But see, I can get +4 armor, +1 shield armor. And I can get +4 armor, +2 melee defense on both. So I buy each. That costs 180 silver each. I can restock automatically. And then I have to buy that again for this unit. And this unit. So now they'll have those items and be buffed. And you spend silver on that. You also spend silver on when they all die. After a match, if you want to replenish your soldiers, you have to spend silver again. And that's all you really spend silver on. Really. When you unlock an upgrade, you spend silver to use that upgrade. And it's not that expensive, but it will get more and more expensive, I can tell. So eventually, maybe they'll... I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm 20 hours in, and it's really hard to tell whether or not that you will be required almost to spend money to get the silver to upgrade your guys. Like, will you hit a wall at some point? Like, I don't... Whenever someone designs a free-to-play game, I do not trust them not to design to you to pay money. They have every reason to do that, because they want to make money, but, you know, hopefully it doesn't ruin the game. We've been looking at menus and crap for like 7 minutes. Let's actually play a match. Let's see here. I don't like Caesar, because I don't like siege weapons. Germanicus is cool as hell. He has the attacking Testudo? Is that how you say that? I've never actually said that word out loud before. Scorpio's my boy, though. I really like Scorpio. Scipio. Africanus. I actually looked him up, and he has a very, very, very long name. Like, this is shortened. Let's hit play. So, it's in beta. I've chosen, this commander has a lot of melee unit bonuses. I could choose to diversify my army. Right now I only have 3 units, and from those 3 units I have all melee dudes. If I chose to get rid of one of them and put in a ranged guy, I would actually get a 30% bonus to the XP I earned this match for having diversity, because they don't want people just spamming all the same units. And, you know, say they matchmaked me with a bunch of other guys who went all melee, we'd be screwed if the other team happens to not be diverse. You know, if they have any diversity, I should say, they should easily be able to kill us. So they want to encourage players to not go spam all one unit. You can maybe plan that if you really wanted to, but it's pointless, kind of. I mean, if you're really good at micromanaging and you know the strategy ahead of time, what you're going to go for, you know the map ahead of time, what you're going to go for, it'd be useful to know, like, hey, like, my 3 friends here, I'll go this, I go this, it's my job to do X, Y, Z. If you know all that ahead of time, diversifying your forces might actually be really beneficial, besides the XP bonus, but it's not. Because it's way easier to control them if they all do one job. But that's just me. I don't know. I do find it beneficial only to diversify, for me, if I have siege units, because siege units are very limited in what they can accomplish by themselves, but if you have other units supporting them, you can at least get some kills, because you don't get XP at all if you don't kill anything. So that's the thing. Another thing I want to touch on is controlling your armies and managing your guys in this game is way easier. And the gameplay itself is way more popcorny. It's not sitting there for hours doing hardcore strategy on an overworld strategy layer and then going into an army battle where you have to micromanage like freaking... Like, there was one battle when I was playing Rome 2 where I was managing like 35 different units of guys, and I quit. I stopped playing that game because it made me go insane. So this is right up my alley. It's shorter matches, smaller amount of guys to actually control, but the amount of things you can do in the game, like, you can totally outplay somebody just by being smart about how you position your guys, how you use your abilities. And having said that, I'm gonna completely screw up and die immediately, but that's okay. Who cares? So you can see I'm being teamed up with a bunch of other tier 4s, tier 3 over here, got a tier 5, so he's kind of buff. You get to choose where you start. Any one of these positions. I have melee guys. Archer. It's okay though, because my commander is actually really good at making guys move fast. So actually we're going to go over here and defend this bridge. You can also telestrate. Usually people just draw dicks and boobs and piss and stuff, so that's weird. So if you were on a team and you wanted to communicate a plan, you could do it here. I've never actually tried playing this game with a bunch of friends, because it is in closed beta. But actually, if you go to their website, totalwar.com/arena, you can actually sign up for the beta, and I got a Steam key for it in like 5 minutes. And you might have noticed how long matchmaking took. That's why I want more people to play this game, so it doesn't take that long. But anyway, it's also worth noting that I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so I could have something to do with it. You know, maybe not so many people playing, but here we are in the game. First thing, I hate the camera, but I've always hated Total War's cameras. I can zoom in and out. This is as high as I can go. If I want to boost up my camera, and you can see this, I actually got to rest it on stuff to actually see it goes up. If I rest it on, so I find myself like trying to look around by resting my camera on top of things just to get a better view of the battle, which is kind of insane. So here are all my duders. I'm gonna put them in the tall grass. That makes them invisible to freaking everyone unless they're using this tower, which they are right now. See, they just left it. So now that they left the tower, I'm invisible. If they keep someone there and had archers out of my view, they could pelt me with arrows, but oh, yep, see, they see me now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread our guys a bit. We can cross this without using the bridge, but it just makes us go slower and more vulnerable to missiles, which is fine. He's in the orchards. He's actually visible right there, as far as I know. So here are the bowmen. They were coming. We knew they were coming. So they're probably gonna try and pelt us. They're running out of sight. So how I play this game normally is I usually sit back and just kind of look around to see what everyone else is doing. We got the siege over here. Sieging their archers, which is nice. Oh, they got spears there. This group of guys over here has bowmen and a couple sword units. So they're full on assault right now, but they're getting outplayed over here. So what you do to win is you have to go sit your guys in their base long enough for a counter to fill up to 100%. If you're interrupted at all during that, it resets to 0. So I think what they're trying to do is just like quick cap the base, but that ain't really working. Oh crap, someone stole at that tower. Let's see here. Okay, so what I can do is I can quick march. And I can advance. Let's just try and sneak by. Because we're not really by the objective, really. And we're outnumbered over here anyway. If they see us, it's fine. Oh yeah, they're hitting us with arrows. This whole setup at the beginning was like kind of bad for us. We had a bunch of guys over here, but see, they're all leaving.
Our base is being captured. Quick, to its defense.
So we can use our ability T to get a speed boost. And for some reason they turned when that happened. So what we're doing now is we're just basically trying to get back to the arrows. There we go. Let's kill these guys. We've already lost half these men. Man, I'm doing terribly. Like, you get, for all the buffs I have, the only minuses I have is attack damage. Like melee attack, melee damage.
Our base is being captured.
So
quick, to its defense.
They're no longer looking on that tower, so I can actually just get in here and maybe hopefully start killing shit. Except they're running now. Come on. Where are you? Whatever, I'll capture this. Where are these guys? Oh, they're down there, aren't they? Yep.
Our base is being captured! Quick, to its defense! In the name
so we need to go off that, and attack. So I got rid of all of our negatives, and now we're just gonna swarm these freaking soldiers. Go on our charge, and once you're hooked into combat, oh man, they're friendly firing themselves. That's fine. Once you're hooked into combat with a unit, it's really hard for them to get away without taking a lot of losses. We're taking a lot of losses ourselves. That's because they have vision from over there since we're attacking their units. I think once their morale breaks, they should lose vision. That's not what happens. That's what should happen. Oh, and now we're getting pelted by all. They have so many freaking archers, man.
Our base is being captured. Quick!
That's not
to its
cool.
defense.
Let's get back in the grass. They're back up here. Come here.
Our
little
base is
bitches.
being captured. Quick! To its defense. In the name of Rome.
Run away! There's bad guys, run away! There's so many archers here. And it's like the worst
Our
matchup for
base
me
is being
because
captured.
I'm a
Quick,
medium
to its
infantry.
defense.
So they can run faster than me. And just like kind of kite me.
Charge!
So we'll charge them. They're not great because they just stopped and let me kill them.
Carrion feed.
So we're gonna use Warcry, which weakens them. And every commander has a different set of abilities, which will, you know, give you buffs. My commander's dead, but I didn't lose all my commander abilities, which is strange. I don't really know how that works. But, you know, I'm not gonna complain that I can still use my powers. It seems like seeing your first unit that you have, your commander's always attached to that unit. I don't know what the penalty is then for him dying. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that means my commander no longer gets experience points. Like, we'll see. At the end of this, we'll see, because we can see right now that my infantry guys, this unit has 991 XP, this one has 452. My first unit only has 37 because they got smoked. That's fine though.
Our base is
So right
being
now,
captured.
we're not doing so
Quick,
hot.
to
We have
its
575
defense.
soldiers. The enemy has 1,100-ish. So I think we're gonna lose this. All we have left is a bunch of siege engines, swords, spears. Man, so if you're not familiar with how Total War works, spears kill cavalry. Cavalry kills siege and archers very well because they're not very armored. Swords kills usually do better against spears, but depends. If they're light swordsmen against heavy spearmen, then it's more even. Usually, you want to just... So when you outplay somebody, you're basically just looking for the unit who's weak against you, and you want to kill them. Where I was right there, I was surrounded by frickin' bowmen, and they were just kiting me constantly. So we can actually go to our quick march, go back to our advance, use speed boost. And these cavalry are going to come in. They're melee cavalry. They're not going to
Our
do...
base is being
If
captured.
that one
Quick,
unit
to
attacks
its
me...
defense.
Oh man, they only have like 4 guys left. They won't attack me. What cavalry is really good at is just doing hit and runs, basically. And also just giving intel, giving visions so long-range units can actually get some like shots in and stuff. Here, they have a bunch of freaking siege here. Oh man. They don't actually have siege engines. So we're not even going to worry about that. I'm going to go into their base. See those weirdos like that. All their archers vanished. I think everyone moved up. If all of their guys actually rushed ahead, we might be able to... no, they have more than us. So they count how fast your timer goes up by how many guys you have on the base. So yeah, I'm not going to be going up as fast as them, I don't think. I can't really tell. Also, when you're capturing, you take constant damage. Which I guess that makes sense. It kind of prevents someone from, like, having one unit of guys left and just, like, sneak them because he has so few soldiers left to just sneak them across the map and get into the capture zone and just cap a base. If you try that with this constant damage, your units will just die and you'll get nowhere. We're going to take off the quick march and stuff and be able to come attack. But they won't. Because they pretty much won. Like, there's not much I can do. And that's pretty much how it goes. You just try and, like, carve out your piece of the enemy army. And if you do well, and enough people do well, you can win. More often than not, though, you do terribly. Even though it's random, and it should be a 50% chance. The major thing, though, is friendly fire. Like, if there are two melee armies in contact, like, fighting, and someone shoots arrows into it, doesn't matter which team they're on, they'll do as much damage to both teams. And that's what's screwed up, like, so many of the games I've been in, is just newer players not knowing friendly fire's a thing. And it's really weird, because it takes a lot of grinding to get the higher level siege engines and stuff, like catapults. And I've had catapult boulders just like fly through my army while I'm engaged. It'll be like 3 of my units versus 1 unit of like archers, and they'll be like pelting us and kill all of my guys before even hitting them, which is annoying. But anyway, yeah, so if I want to do... Oh, see, now I have enough experience points for this soldier class, the Italian Noble Infantry. So I can upgrade their helmets. Fancy Attic helmet. Yeah, we can do that. And I can use either I can use the XP from either my unit, you know, the actual unit's XP, or my commander. I've never actually had to use it for my commander. I'm going to use my actual unit. You should always use the unit XP. There's no reason not to. And then to buy that, I spend the actual monies. So I have more morale now, which is nice if you're actually in a longer battle. Like, what tends to happen is swords and swords are pretty evenly matched, so they kill each other very slowly. Same with spears on spears. Spears versus swords, swords usually win, because spears don't do enough damage to the swordsman. But if they're in, like, hold the line position or something, the swords will win eventually, but it takes freaking forever. So morale's very important, and that helps a lot. If you're on a morale, your guys run away, and then you get control of them again later. Yeah, but I have a lot of fun with this game. I'm having a good time. It's a little grindy, but to be honest, it's grindy for everybody. The downside of that is you get all the newbies still in with the people who've been playing a while. Like, I've been playing for 20 hours, and I still get brand new players who screw up and kill all their own men. Like, just suicide into a, you know, I'm gonna ride my cavalry into this, like, huge army of spears. This will go well, and they just die. So that still happens a lot, even after 20 hours of play. The matchmaking, to be fair, there aren't a lot of people playing because it's in beta, but still, you'd hope to separate that out a little bit. And another thing, there's nothing in the game that I can find that if I say I wanted to be an asshole and just make an all archer army and go in and intentionally, you know, all archer or siege army, and just throw catapult boulders and frickin' throw, you know, shoot arrows into my own guys and just troll the hell out of everybody. There's nothing that prevents me from doing that, as far as I can tell. Like, there's no League of Legends kind of hole of no return, like ELO hole, where if you're a troll and an asshole, they only match you with trolls and assholes. I wonder if they'll implement that with this. That would be nice. I don't know if they will. They probably haven't had to think about it yet because they don't have enough players to actually do that. But it's something to think about. And yeah, man, I don't know. It seems, from the 20 hours I played, it seems pretty fair. A little grindy, but pretty fair. And it also seems like you don't have to spend money to have fun. And that's really the most important thing. Like I said, I haven't spent a goddamn dollar on anything. I've been playing for 20 hours. I've been having fun. I'll probably play more. It's a good time. But anyway, that's Total War Arena. Again, you can probably get into the beta, closed beta now if you want. Just go to totalwar.com/arena. And also, this is a Sega property, so I am required to tell you that this is not official marketing material for Sega. And if you want to see their official marketing material, to go to totalwar.com. Literally, it says that in their wiki that I have to say that. But anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, if you want to play me, hit me up. Give me a message on YouTube, and I will gang up with you against nerds, and we will kill nerds. Thanks a lot. Bye.